Commandant of the 1st Infantry Division of Fort Riley. I've been asked to speak on this Memorial Day and give my thoughts on what Memorial Day means to me. For more than a century and a half, Americans have gathered on this day to remember those who were lost and that which was gained. There is arguably no greater sacrifice one can make than to lay down their life for another. And so through the years and wars, Americans have never ceased to honor those who gave all. The challenges to our nation's peace and freedom are as old as American history and as new as today's headlines. They have taken many forms through the years, from the bitter discord in all the battles our military has endured to the aggression of tyrants around the world. The price of peace and freedom has always remained the same through the service and sacrifice of our young men and women that wear the uniform of a soldier. Looking back across the decades, I marvel at the valor and determination of the gallant soldiers making up one of the greatest armed forces known in the history of the man, who in each generation since the beginning of our great nation have stepped forward to preserve our freedom, defend our democracy, uphold our ideals, and protect our interests. The willingness of some to give their lives so that others might live never fails to invoke in us a sense of wonder and mystery. One gets that feeling here on this memorial ground, each statue, each monument, but especially the names inscribed upon them. Remember the names of the soldiers that have paid the ultimate price for our freedoms. The numerous battles in which they have fought and died, starting with the Civil War at the Battle of Fort Sumter, through Cantigny, Sicily, Normandy, Battle of the Bulge, Busan, operations in Vietnam like Operation Hump, Marauder, Cedar Falls, Junction City, Operation Manhattan, to modern day operations such as Operation Desert Storm, Bosnia, Operation Iraqi Freedom, and Operation Enduring Freedom, just to name a few. As a testament to uncommon courage and dominant spirit, those who have survived were forever changed. Those who died stayed forever young in the loved ones' memories. Their final thoughts most likely were of home and family. Their final actions purchased the freedom that we enjoy today. Winston Churchill said once of the ones he knew in World War II, they seemed to be the only young men who could laugh and fight at the same time. Another great general in that war called them the secret weapon, just the best darn kids in the world. Each died for a cause he considered more important than his own life. Well, they didn't volunteer to die, they volunteered to defend the values for which men have always been willing to die if need be. The values which make up what we call civilization. And how they must have wished, in the ugliness that war brings, that no other generation of young men to follow would have to undergo the same experience. Now on Memorial Day, our thoughts turn to them. We remember with profane gratitude those heroes who marched through mud and rice paddies, snow and sand. They knew that true peace is only won by those willing to die for it. We remember those who came before us, those who have relit the torch of freedom where tyranny once existed. The passing of time and blessing of peace and prosperity can never make us forget what those brave soldiers endured and what they've lost. So that right to be called soldiers would triumph, freedom would survive, and our nation would prevail. I ask you today to take a moment to remember those sacrifices. Thank every service member and veteran you meet. It is because of these brave men and women that we can enjoy our protected and free way of life as Americans. Thank you again for allowing me to speak and for joining us here today. God bless you and God bless America.